Welcome to the Il Tea Quotidiano podcast. Today we bring you to the University and Research column, an in-depth review entirely in English that aims to bring to the attention of our readers, academics and researchers some of the knowledge proposals coming from the main educational and training agencies in the area. The protagonists of the review will be some experts from the academic and research world. Enjoy listening.
Hello and welcome to University and Research, a podcast from Il Quotidiano. Every Thursday on our newspaper we publish a page about the university and research issues. We publish interviews of students and professors, and we gather information about laboratories, spin-offs and other related initiatives. So don't miss it. In this podcast we'll showcase a concise resume of this wide range of stories in pills. My name is Margherita Montanari, and here's today's pill. In today's episode, we'll discover inspirational stories which represent the diversity and the achievements of the students' community. The first story is about Francesca Violardo, an enologist who graduated in 2023 with a bachelor's degree in viticulture and enology from the Agriculture, Food and Environment Center of the University of Trento. Enology is a really important issue for Trentino economy. The wine district stretching from the Lake Garda to the Dolomites worth roughly 1 billion euros. The financial results of the major wineries and wine marketing companies in Trentino have grown in recent years, driven by the businesses of the companies in foreign markets. For her studies, Violardo was awarded the prize for the best thesis on wine by Enology, which is an Italian association for wine industry technicians. She said to our newspaper, "I was born in a region that is the beating heart of Italian winemaking. This word has always fascinated me." In the interview, she told our journalist Massimo Furlani that she grew up in Alba, in Piedmont, a renowned region for its wines. And today she works in France, but she has come a long way, first in South Tyrol and then in Australia. Her studies specifically focused on chitosan, which is a natural polymer used in the treatment of musts and wines. And the research aimed to establish a legal threshold below which chitosan cannot be considered of fungal origin and thus is permitted for the use in enology. So an inspiring research for winemaking industry. Moving on to the second story of today, we focus on the story of Iole De Corte. De Corte is a former student of the University of Trento and is now pursuing a PhD in Milan. Before graduating in sociology, she was selected to participate in the Talete program, which is a specific program for international training and exposure to the field of cooperation. In this setting, she was introduced to socially relevant issues, the same topic she chose to explore further in her thesis on combating poverty and the accessibility of support measures for vulnerable individuals. Half of the people who make up the poorest 10% of the population cannot access subsidy, Iole explained in an interview with our newspaper showing her results. And the obstacle identified by the thesis comes from the analysis of the IMSS data, and there are several problems that the court highlights. One, for instance, is the requirement of 10 years of residency in Italy to assess to the benefits, and another one is the inability to call an operator for assistance with the subsidy application procedures. So this is a crucial issue also for the Trentino region because intermittent and chronic poverty is intensifying year after year in Italy. These stories are just a drop in the ocean of the University of Trento, which counts 11 departments and more than 16,000 students enrolled every year and is already an innovation and talent hub. That's all for today's episode. We'll come back soon with another episode of University and Research, a podcast from Il Quotidiano. We remind you that every Thursday our newspaper published stories like the one you heard today, and so don't miss this. And thank you for listening to us and have a nice day.